I would like to say some words about my babushka that lived with us in Boston for the last 3.5 years. There's also some Russian sayings on the screens that I think reflect a lot about her, in my opinion.
In exchange for everything you give to me, read my mind, you make me feel just fine. When I think my peace of mind is out of reach, the scales are sometimes unbalanced, and you bear the weight of all that has to be. I hope you see that you can lean on me, and together we can calm the stormy seas. When love's so strong and so unselfishly, and I tell you now that I made a vow, I'm giving you the best that I've got, baby. Yes, I tell you now that I made a vow, I'm giving you the best that I've got, honey. Everybody's got opinions about the way they think our story's gonna end.
Baba has always been a survivor. She was born the youngest of 7 children in 1914, and at 3.5 years old, she didn't want to leave her next youngest sister, Sonia, so she started accompanying her to school. And the teacher said, well, just for a couple of days, I'm sure it will be fine and she'll get tired of it. Well, it didn't last a couple of days. It lasted her entire high school career, and she graduated with straight A's. She was married at 25, but unfortunately lost her husband in one of the first battles in World War II, and spent the next 5 years looking for him because he was listed as missing. She raised my mom as a single parent while working full-time as a head accountant for a big company in Kiev. Baba was not indecisive. She decided where my mom and my dad would live. She decided how they would spend their money. And when my mom became pregnant, she was the one that bought her a piano, deciding that I would grow up learning how to play. Baba always took care of me. When I was a little boy, she would write me long poems for my birthdays, always bring me big gifts. And apparently when I went away to camp, she would follow me and get a job working in the camp at the kitchen or cleaning so that she could keep an eye on me. One of the greatest things we are thankful to her for is that it was her decision to come to America, and initially some of the family members were against it, but she was able to persuade everybody, and once people were in agreement, she was the one that worked the channels in the government and filled out the paperwork and made the arrangements for us to immigrate to America. While awaiting entry visa into America and Italy for 3 months, she would work on the streets every day selling trinkets that we smuggled out of Russia on the streets so that we would have money for food and to be able to travel and see the beautiful countryside. Within 1 week of arrival in America, she was busy at work at 2 jobs, cleaning houses and cooking for a fraternity in order to make money so that, of course, I would have my piano and could continue with my studies. While in America, she was able to resume her lifelong practice of Judaism, which she enjoyed very much. And she was a congregational member at the Park Synagogue in Cleveland, and she was able to memorize all of the texts and recite them by heart, along with many Russian poems and poetry. Pushkin was her favorite, and she would recite it for anybody that would be willing to listen for an hour as she went through Eugene Onegin or many other of her favorites. Like you. Baba had an adventurous streak, and she would be reluctant to accept no for an answer. This would include when she needed to get a ride someplace and had missed the bus. She would get into strangers' cars and announce to them where she needed to go, completely unsolicited. Also, when shopping, she would decide what she wanted to pay for a certain item and literally not leave the store until the sales clerk would accept her offer of payment, while behind the back my mom would signal to the clerk that she would pay the balance. When she turned 80 or 85, she decided that it was time to move to Florida, and essentially without much consultation with anybody else, secured an apartment and went on her way 2 years later to be brought back kicking and screaming because she was completely in over her head. The same was pretty much true when at age 94 she decided that it was time to move to Boston to be closer to us. And sure enough, from one nursing home to another, she came, and the one thing that she brought with her on the plane was candy for the children. She never ever came to our house from the nursing home without bringing candy. In fact, at one point she had squirreled away so much candy from all the cookies and the Halloween candy that her drawers were literally unable to be closed because she never wanted to be unprepared to give a gift and make somebody smile. That's probably what I will remember the most about her, is the dichotomy between somebody that is fun-loving and adventurous and yet tough and single-minded. Once she makes up her mind, it's pretty much impossible to change. I am so glad that she made up her mind to come to Boston for the rest of her life, and we benefited so much from being around her, and I think she benefited from being around the kids, and we are all just very happy with that decision.
Alright, recording, you guys. What are you guys doing here?
Making masa.
For Easter.
For Easter, we already soaked the bread in. Crackers, and we mixed it in with salt, oil, and eggs, and we put it in the pan, and we are now cooking.
There's the matzah. Look at that. Looking good.
Help Baba do this too.
You did?
We're having a huge picnic. We have sausage, pancakes, frosted, and our bagels.
We got eggs? Making scrambled eggs?
I'm making meat.
You're making meat. Daddy, what are you making? Bacon?
And sausage. What else do you need?
Bacon, sausage, scrambled eggs, matzahs, bagels.
And although the kids will certainly remember her most by the way she was the last 3.5 years that she was here, I think that me and our family and all of you should remember her like she was, prior to that, when she was independent, strong, happy, healthy, vibrant, giving, friendly, smart, and we will miss her dearly. And I wish the kind of life that she had to everyone that wants to be happy.
Springtime of my loving, the second season I am to know. You are the sunlight in my growing, so little warmth I've felt before. It isn't hard to feel me glowing. I watched the fire that grew so low.